following is a presentation of RS Wolves TV.
Tonight's going to be a great matchup between the Nevada Tigers and your Reed Spring Wolves. This stream is being brought to you by Bones, Stones, and Landscape Supply. Check them out on the corner of Highway 76 and Main Street in Reed Spring, Missouri. They have rocks and salt for any decorations or landscaping needs.
To Carl Langley Field in Reed Spring, Missouri. We got a great Week 4 matchup between the Hollister Tigers and your Reed Spring Wolves. We will be right back after this short commercial break for a pregame analysis here. Welcome back here to RS Wolves TV here at Carl Langley Field in Reed Spring, Missouri. Wolves did win the coin toss, did elect to defer to the second half. Keyston, what are your thoughts going into in the backyard battle here at homecoming? White out here.
I mean, it's homecoming, Landon, and it's the backyard battle, a 2-in-1 special for everyone here in the stands and the viewers at home. And the Wolves are currently coming off of a great win against Springfield Catholic, 47-0, and here's an onside kick.
Oh, it doesn't go the Wolves' way. Tried something weird there, but gonna get fielded at about midfield, so.
So yeah, I mean, the Wolves last game did amazing on both sides of the ball. The first quarter was a little slow, but as soon as that second quarter hit, they started gearing and revving up that engine and just started points almost at will.
Yeah, for sure.
And like you said, the Wolves elected to defer, so they will stop. They will start on defense. Here's just a quick fullback dive, and that's not getting anywhere. He is stuffed behind the line.
That was Mendoza on the keeper, and that was, looks like, number 76. Number 25, Chris Daniels, and
it will be a loss of 1, so it will be 2nd and 11 coming up.
We do have number 14, Braden Langston, there at middle linebacker. Good to see a sophomore getting a good amount of varsity time.
One thing that I did read about Hollister is that they are in love with the run game. And we know how the run game has been with us in the past, obviously. Flashbacks to Nevada. And here's a good end around. Another play that Nevada ran. And he's going to be stopped very short for a very minimal game.
That's number 2, Bryson Whitman, the sophomore.
Of the Wolves. We'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 here. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the big takeaway for this game is can the Hollister Tigers get it started early and get the run established well? Because if we can defend it quickly in the first quarter and hold that to the second even, nothing's going to really come of it.
One thing I do want to point out is the fans. It is packed here at Carl Langley Field, and they are making some noise.
Weird off tackle set on the quarterback left, and he hands it off to number 20.
He's going to get there for a first down.
That's Zach Honey, a junior. Gets the first down.
Tackle made by James Dowdy. Going to be 1st down.
Another thing I read about Hollister is that they're not very much different from the Wolves. Both teams lost significant depth and starters due to graduation. And, you know, whenever that happens, you got to find those younger guys. And most of Hollister's quarterbacks and running backs are those younger guys. They have 2 returning starters, and here is a flag on the play.
I think it's going to be false start on the Hollister Tigers. I'm not sure, though. Yep, it will be on Hollister.
Is the call against
going to be 1st and 15 here.
It'll be 1st down and 15 for the Tigers.
Yeah, but something that I feel like the opposing teams especially are kind of slacking on the Wolves. The Wolves, did lose a lot of seniors last year, but we have a lot of juniors last year that came up as sophomores. Came up as now seniors and sophomores last year that are now juniors and that are really doing work. And that's definitely great to see here.
Here we go. Play action fake. A bootleg to the outside. And he's going to get stopped for a gain of
On the carry,
around 5 or 6.
Braden Langston and Kamen Hutchinson on the tackle. Gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers.
So it will be 2nd and 11 for the Tigers. It would be 2nd and 5 if not for that penalty a little bit ago.
Yeah, definitely kind of changes the way you gotta set up your drive for sure.
And
they're
this one's a
going to the
pass
air.
wide open,
Oh my
number
gosh,
2.
they have
He's
it.
off to the races and he's in. Touchdown Tigers. That was number 2, Zach Honey, the junior that we
36-yard
mentioned just a
touchdown
bit
pass.
ago. And he just went straight up the middle on a little fly route, and he got in for a touchdown.
Yeah, he found number 2, Bryson Whitman, the sophomore, who that's definitely a name that we're going to be hearing a lot.
And to attempt the extra point.
Now we got Robert Mora.
And that's going to be up and no good.
And the
Missed
extra
it
point
just
is
wide
no
right.
good. With 9 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Tigers 6, Wolves 0.
So out comes the Wolves offense, and as we know from last week, they did a great job on the run. A social media post by Perry Phillips that I loved was he mentioned that Jace Bolin is 5'7", around 160, and he said he looked like a 6 foot, 200-pound man just running it right up the throats of Springfield Catholic.
Yeah, looks like good old Derrick Henry out there. No, but yeah, that's the depth that we really have this year. We had a lot of depth as well last year, and we're trying to figure out what we have this year. But yeah, we got that. We got James Dowdy, who makes insane catches that shouldn't be humanly possible. I think he's half cyborg. You got a guy who, if you want to get it down the field quickly, he's handing off to Mr. Chris Daniels, number 25, a senior, and he'll get you a touchdown almost all the time.
Yeah, you know, we went into Springfield Catholic last week thinking, you know, the Wolves are going to attack that pass. The Wolves are a more predominantly passing offense, but that's also what Springfield Catholic thought coming in too, and we just started running it, and they had no clue how to stop it. Obviously, in that 47-0 blowout victory.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely showed that we are a team of many talents. Bobbled by Miguel Campos, but fielded well by James Dowdy.
Yeah, good return there by James Dowdy. Got around 20 yards on that return. Gets it out to about the 40, 44. And out comes this very exciting Wolves offense.
For sure. Led by the 3-year starter, Blandy Burrow.
Yeah, Blennon has been amazing this season. Obviously, that Nevada game, he did have some bumps and bruises, but he came into Springfield Catholic game looking sharp as ever.
Passes it almost a screen pass to James Dowdy. Nothing coming of it.
Just a little bit out in front of him.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for James Dowdy. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
And speaking of the devil, there's number 25, Chris Daniels, coming in for running back.
Yep, he was also really good in that rushing attack against Springfield Catholic. I'm pretty sure he got about 2 touchdowns on the day, while obviously Bowling got 3.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bowling, he's going outside.
Oh, not able
He
to get
gets
the
brought
outside
down.
fully. No.
Number 1, Robert Mora.
Made about 2 or 3
Gain
yards.
of 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Wolves.
Yeah, good gain there. Well, not really a good gain there by Wolves. Only a gain of 3, but 3rd and 8 coming up. And I'm going to expect pass here if I'm Hollister.
Here we got Nathaniel Mitchell out wide. Zach Preston and James Dowdy to his left, and Daniel Fiflet in a slot receiver kind of position.
Yep,
He's gonna be
backing up.
looking for he's got pressure.
Looking to throw it on the run.
Oh.
Find someone, but he couldn't hold it in. That was intended for Nathan Mitchell
Intended for number 10, Daniel.
going on that drag route.
It'll bring up 4th down and 8 for the Wolves.
Try to get it to Mitchell. Mitchell could not haul it in. That will bring up 4th and 8. Wolves punt team comes out.
Hey, you can't blame him. It was on the run. He was trying to read it as well as he could. Just nothing came of it.
In punt formation.
Number 2, Bryson Whitman back to receive the punt. Receives it well.
He's got to let it roll. He's got to pick it up. He's trying to get a little shifty there, but doesn't prevail.
It's number 14, the Braden Langston, the sophomore. Good to see he's getting a little bit of varsity time here.
Yeah, I mean, all season the Wolves have been riddled by injuries and stuff of the like. So getting those sophomores in, getting them some playing time really helps out a lot.
Yeah, somebody that is back this week is number 52, Sebastian Michaud. Was out with a concussion since week 1. He's back in week 4. He's not playing on defense. He's only playing on offense, but good to have him back.
And here we go. That run is stuffed.
Mendoza went nowhere.
Number 76, Spencer Michaud.
Yeah, Spencer Michaud, the brother of Sebastian Michaud, just kind of went straight up the middle, powered his way in there, and got the tackle behind the line.
Yeah, those are a lot of strong guys in the line. They know what they're doing. Jaden Turner is still out. Number 50 is still out with an ankle injury. Hopefully gets back next week, but right now we do have Landon Irvin snapping the ball.
Here we go.
Goes straight up the middle, but finds nothing.
There is a flag on the play, however. This could be coming back. That was Lucas Weinbarger on the tackle. Face mask on the defense. So that's got to be an extra 15 for Hollister. And that could get him a first down.
That would be plenty for a first down.
Yeah, I mean, those kind of mistakes and penalties have just been, ridiculed to us all year so far.
I'm not sure what happened there. It's usually a personal foul and a 15-yard and an automatic first down, but that was only 5 yards, so I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know, but that end around is stuffed behind the line again. The Wolves defensive line is making it hard for Hollister to run the ball at all. And, we've kind of ridiculed the Wolves defensive line for how many rushing yards they've let up. They're definitely
seeing what fix, what they do need to fix, and they're doing it.
Number 2 is signaling for someone in motion, and there is a timeout called.
Timeout. Hollister.
Timeout. Hollister. That is their first.
Yeah, I saw number 2 trying to get someone in motion over to his side, but they weren't doing it, and he just called a timeout.
Yeah, probably trying to run an audible or something like that.
So Hollister is currently 0-3. They've faced some pretty hard teams in the likes of but not necessarily East Noon. East Noon is not considered really that great of a team.
It's a tricky 18, I do believe. That's kind of a weird situation of did you have an off week or what happened? Because that usually doesn't happen. East Newton's just such a small school, they're just not able to field. Usually not.
He's going to roll out, looking to throw, fires it to number 8. That is caught, and he's quickly pushed out of bounds after a gain of around 1 or 2. Reception. And it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
It'll bring up 4th down and 5.
4th and 5.
So they will send out the punt team. We're going to have James Dowdy, the shifty, quick wide receiver, out to.
Doza in punt
He will field the punt.
Dowdy deep for the Wolves.
A good punt here, very high, not too far though. And Dowdy's just going to let it roll. And that's going to roll all the way to the 31-yard line. So good and lucky roll there for Hollister to pin the Wolves back to 31 instead of having them at the 40, 45 possibly.
Yeah.
And back out comes the Wolves offense. Last drive, they went 3 and out, trying to fix some of those mistakes that they made.
Yeah, they were 3 and out, and they were trying to get back against the Hollister Tigers, who opened up very well with a first drive score, missed on the field goal, trying to answer back to that, not able to, but.
Yeah, Wolves defense did really good job to stop Hollister's offense for the second drive, and the Wolves offense just looking to try and get back in it.
Yeah, for sure.
And the student section is going absolutely bonkers over there. It's a packed house. I see all white on that side of the bleachers. Obviously, the theme is whiteout. All right, we got Mitchell out to the right. Looks to be Dowdy out to the left.
Nathan Mitchell is out to the right, and I think we have Jace Bolin possibly. It is Jace Bolin.
And it will be possibly a false start.
On the play, false start is a call against
I think the center took a little bit too long to snap that ball. Everyone moved other than that ball. And obviously you said Landon Irvin is a newcomer at center, trying to fill in for Jaden Turner, and that ankle obviously there made a little bit of a costly mistake.
Yeah, maybe just nerves got to him just a little bit too much.
Motioning Dowdy, just going to hand it off to Bolin right up the middle. He's not going to get much out of it.
He was trying to get out of those tackles, try and get around that, but nothing coming of it. And there's one guy that we may hear his name a lot about. Number 88, Noah Richardson, in our kind of pregame analysis, trying to figure out who are we going to talk about a lot, who looks good. Keeston told him that's a guy you got to look at.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of a Caden Weist archetype end type of player. He is a defensive end tight end. He's 6'4", 250, and here's a good pass out to Fliflet.
He had some blockers. Daniel Fliflet.
Good run and catch there, and that's going to be enough for a Reed Spring first down.
Yeah, definitely could have had possibly a breakaway, even possibly a touchdown. But, all right, we're good. We got a first down. We're good.
Yeah, so number 88, Noah Richardson, back to him. He's more of a Caden Weist type of player. He's a big guy, 6'4", 250, playing defensive end. We're going to have to look out for him.
Yeah,
and around to Daniels.
Oh.
Or no, sorry.
Yeah, that was a good fake by Chris Daniels, and he just flipped it to Dan Fliflet, who had a guard pull out of the way, and the hole was right there.
Gotta be a gain of 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. We got 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Bolin to Burrows left.
Chris Daniels kind of in the slot position. Handoff to Jace Bolin.
Bolin's got some room. Bolin breaks a tackle and gets tackled down.
Yeah, that's good enough for a first down. Very nice job by the junior.
Like we said last week, he looked amazing, and he's building that momentum today.
For sure.
From the Tigers' 45-yard line.
Yeah, Jace saw a lot of playing time last year with Preston Bluebaugh, who has had a lot of ankle injuries in his very long football career. So Jace definitely filling in when Preston needed a little bit of time off. But
watch out
definitely
here.
paying dividends for Jace right now, and he's unloading. Just threw it just over the head of Dan Fliflet.
Yep, I saw number 6, who was supposed to cover Fiflet. He kind of moved more up to the line and started blitzing Fiflet with just the fly route, but Burrell just could not get it to him.
Yeah, not able to find him.
Here we go. 2, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Burrell shotgun. Jace Bolin to his right. He's going to hand it off to Bolin. Bolin's got a
fakes the
hole.
pass.
Good run there by Bolin. Good blocking by the Wolves offensive line.
That's the second first down there by Jace. I think they're going to keep doing these long sustained drives with Jace until it doesn't work.
Yeah, the center guards have just been clearing a lane for Jace Bolin right up the middle in order for him to just take it up the gut and get a big gain there like we saw.
Yeah, for sure. And there's Chris Daniels. He finds the edge. He finds a couple slots to go through.
Gets hit kind of low, but that's going to be enough for another Reed Spring first down. They're moving the chains.
That's good enough for another Reed Spring. First and 10 for the Wolves from the Tigers' 23-yard line.
Good run there by Daniels to get the first down. Wolves offense is on the move. Down to 23-yard line, almost pushing to that red zone. Here we go. Bolin, he sheds a tackle. Didn't get too much out of it.
Number 60, Jonah Chalker.
Actually, he didn't get anything out of it. That's going to go down as no gain on the play.
It'll be second down and 10 for the Wolves.
Second and 10 coming up. He's still at the 23-yard line, knocking on the red zone's door.
I believe it's Guns N' Roses knocking on heaven's door in there. In football terms, end zone would definitely be heaven. Almost striking pay dirt.
He's going to look to pass. He's going to roll out left.
Oh my gosh,
and he's just going to throw it.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag on the play. I didn't see.
Oh, there is a late flag.
That's way late. Oh my, you have to throw that almost immediately. Coaches were calling for it on the Hollister side.
I think that will be down as a horse collar.
No, that wasn't a horse collar. That was intentional grounding. There was nobody near him.
Oh, it will be intentional grounding.
He was yanking on his jersey, but didn't get up in the shoulder pad area.
It is a loss of down.
A loss of down and a loss of yardage, so it will be third and 25 country mile to that first down.
That James Dowdy or Jace Bolin can't take care of, but they definitely don't want to be making up 25 yards when they have to in one down.
Yeah, this is just going to have to be a good reception after catch or a deep shot. He's looking. Firing deep to Dowdy. James. Dowdy gets up and no! He drops it. That was almost right in his hands. He just couldn't come down with it. And that will bring up 4th and 25. The Wolves stall right on the doorstep of the red zone. And out comes Blaine Burrow to punt it away. Disappointing drive for the Wolves. They were on the move, running the ball just right down the throat of Hollister, but they couldn't get anywhere with it. Good punt here by Burrow. Got to be recepted by number 2. He starts to run out, but he's not going to get too much. That's Kamen Hutchinson on the tackle.
It'll be first down for the Tigers from their own.
And that was number 2, Bryson Whitman, the running back and defensive back, sophomore. So the Wolves defense is back on the field. to try and get the ball back for the offense.
Yeah, definitely not something that they want to be back on, but I guess they are.
This is going to be a run to the outside,
Got the
brought
first
down by a pack of Wolves.
On the carry.
Ooh, looked like he had the first
That
down.
was Zach Honey.
Number 75, Landon Irvin.
That's going to go down as a gain of 6.
Gain of 6 yards.
It's going to be
It'll bring
second
up
and 4.
down and 4 for the Tigers.
Very nice job there by the Hollister Tigers.
Yeah, as long as you get those 6 yards every play, I mean, you get first downs
They're
every
kind of cracking
single time.
the code.
Oh, and he's brought down behind the line there. Good job blowing that play up by Dowdy.
Those on the keeper happen to be number 75, Landon Irvin.
That will be number 75, Landon Irvin, that got there first.
For the Tigers.
Dowdy helped him out. So it will be 3rd and 5. Goes down as a loss of 1 on the play. And the Tigers are going to have to pull something out. 2 to the left. And there's a stoppage in play. Timeout.
Timeout, Hollister.
That will
That is
be
their
Hollister's second timeout
of the half.
of the half. And it's not even the second quarter yet.
Yeah. I figured the score would definitely be a lot higher than it is right now with 1 minute and 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Only 6, and it's just Hollister.
That Hollister defense has been doing great, stopping that Wolves offense. Obviously, the Wolves were at the 23-yard line. They backed them all the way up to 41. Obviously, helped by some penalties there of intentional grounding. But all in all, they were able to stop them either way. And tonight, this stadium is quite literally the loudest I've ever heard it. Whether that be sound effects, whether that be the crowd, whether that just be the coaches and players and everyone on the field, it is loud here at Carl Langley Field.
And 5 for Hollister.
No, I would definitely have to agree with you, Keyston, for sure.
2 to the left side. Now they're going to bring 4 over there.
They're going to put Wattenbarger over there, too.
Just going to run it up the middle.
They're not going to get much out of it.
It's going to be 4th down and short. 4th and 2.
It'll bring up 4th down and 2.
They're going to send out the punt team. And I have to agree with them. They're on the 18-yard line. You miss it. Wolves are in great field coverage.
Yeah, this is something that I always say whenever I watch sports games. Watch the fake. They could fake the punt at any time, but they are backed up, so it would be a wise decision to just punt it away, and they will.
Punts it
Good
away.
high and
Chase gets
arcing
it well.
punt.
James blocking for him nicely.
Jace Bolin gets to that outside edge, breaks the tackle. He's going to go to around the 30-yard line. Amazing return there
Maybe
by
even
Jace
25.
Bolin.
Holy. What a run. Very nice.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Yeah, Bolin just has that ability to bounce to the outside, break tackles, and find open space. We saw that last week, and it's obviously carried over in today.
Yeah, Bolin definitely did a lot of over the summer and off-season work. Definitely built up a good amount of muscle. So he's definitely a lot wiser than he was last year, and that's not a dog on him last year, but he's definitely gotten a lot smarter as a player.
Yep. There we go. 1 to each side. They're just going to hand off to Bolin. Bolin's going to get stopped for no gain, if not a loss.
Number 60, Jonah Charlton.
And the marker will just stay there. It'll be no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Wolves.
They will take Jace out. They're going to put 24 Zach Preston in. Looks like they're going to go wide out.
Bro goes back into the huddle. And I do see Chris Daniels lining up to the right of Burrow.
I did not notice that.
And they will just hand off to Daniels. Daniels is going to break some tackles. He's going to fall forward. Good gain there by the Wolves.
Yeah, if you saw it, there were a good amount of blocks. They went up to on the right side. Both men went up to one guy, and then one of them broke off to a linebacker as well. So
that will be the end of the first quarter.
your
The
score is
score?
6. Wolves still held to 0. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Welcome to Bone Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4 inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5 inch river rock. We can deliver. You can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
And then sponsors are L&J Plumbing
Welcome back here to
Supply,
Irish Wolves TV here at
Ducky's
Carl Langley
Drive-Thru,
Field.
and
We're
Marine
at the start of the
Derby State
second
Farm
half here.
Insurance.
Wolves still held scoreless after the missed point after attempt. Hollister just 6, trying to win that backyard battle trophy back from the last year's win at Hollister. The year prior to that, Wolves did lose at home. That was a shocker. That was the first time it had ever happened. So Wolves trying to keep it to just
To
one
start
loss.
the second quarter, it'll be 3rd down.
Hollister's definitely
and
trying to
2
start something new
for the
here.
Wolves.
Yeah, and I mean, it would be kind of devastating to lose at homecoming for sure.
For sure. So for your second loss halfway through,
That would make them 2-2 and almost out of playoff contention. Here's Burrow. Burrow's going to bounce to the outside, and he's going to get brought down after a first
On the
down.
keeper.
Yep.
That's a
First
gain
down.
of 4 yards, and that's good enough for Reed Spring.
So now Reed Spring first
and
down.
10 for the Wolves.
They're going to
For the
be down
Tigers,
to 13-yard line, knocking on the on the end zone. Wolves coming back to the line. You have Dowdy to the left, Mitchell to the right. Fifth lit. Tight end. They're just going to hand it off to Bolin. Bolin's going to go forward.
Bolin on the carry.
And we do have a guy down. He's going to get right back up. That's going to be a good gain of 5 yards.
Made by number 66, Brandon Long.
It will be 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Wolves back to line up. Hand off to Bolin. Bolin's going to go up the middle. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Wolves! Lean forward there for the touchdown. And the score is now tied 6-6. Extra point pending.
it was a bit of a botch snap. They're trying to get a pass in, and it works. James Dowdy with a botch snap, but he gets it well. And he finds number 1, Cayman Hutchison. What a beautiful play there by the Wolves. Just a heads-up play. Oh, my gosh. That was a very nice play. Wolves now up 8-6 after the bit of a weird bobbled snap there by James Dowdy.
Yeah, just a great throw there by Dowdy. And, you know, I never thought of him as a quarterback, but, man, can he chuck it downfield.
Yeah, I guess if Blandy's needing to take a timeout or, you know, he's hurt, toss James Dowdy in there. He can do it all. Wolves out to possibly attempt an onside kick. Not sure. Onside kick dropped at about the 35-yard line.
The kick is taken by number 14.
All right, so out comes the Wolves defense. They've stopped on past 2 possessions, and that has resulted in a 2-point lead now here for the Wolves.
Yeah, Hollister's definitely realizing, hey, these Wolves definitely didn't come to play. They came all business. So, Wolves are definitely looking good here. Sends one man in motion. He's going to get it. That's number 8. He's going to find the outside. He may find a first down as well. Very nice heads-up running there by the Hollister Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, a good gain there by Hollister, but also a good rally to the ball by the Wolves defense. Didn't allow that first down, but it will be 2nd down and short. Here we go, Hollister up to the line. It's a bunch formation, 1 to the left, but most of their players are on that line.
It almost looks like a Nevada set. Oh, yeah, and they definitely got the first down. They're pushing for more. Looked like that Nevada set had a heavy set on one side. Guards were pulling almost every. That was insane.
Yeah, that was almost like a quarterback sneak, except he just handed it straight off. And it will be first down for the Tigers to the 47-yard line. They are looking to answer to that amazing Wolves offensive drive. Here we go. Under center. Sending a man in motion. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get brought down after a minimal gain. Good job there by the Wolves defense to swarm him and get him down. That will be a gain of 1. It will be a 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 yard. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Wolves kind of holding their own as of late. Definitely good to see. After first quarter, we were kind of getting a little slippery on the defense. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to roll out way outside of the pocket, and he's going to be stuffed.
A Subway sack.
That's a Subway sack. That's a nice Subway sack. Very, very nice job.
Keep tonight's Wolves football program and give it to your Branson West or Kimberling City Subway restaurants to receive a free 6-inch regular menu sub when you purchase any 12-inch sub. Must be ordered together and limit 1 per program. And that's a Reed Spring Wolves Subway sack.
Very nice. Wolves on a big loss. Now it's 3rd and 12. Hollister going to send a couple men out wide. He's going to be dropping back. But here's a lot of Wolves coming after him, and he just had to throw it off. Oh, my.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, tries to get it off after that big-time blitz, but cannot reel it in. That was number 20 that ball was intended to. It will be 4th and 12 coming up.
Yeah, there was 3 guys coming straight at him. That was going to be a big, big sack, and then it was terrible field position. So Watts kind of dumps it off. Pass doesn't make anything, but there's a punt. Turns over well. James bobbled it. He did call for a fair catch, but he did bobble it. I believe he did keep the ball. So, nice job. Nice veteran play there by James.
Yeah, 64 on Hollister. Tried to take that ball out of his hands whenever he came up with it. Could not do it. So out comes the Wolves offense. Looking good so far. They've got the lead up by 2. Blenderborough trots out there to tell a play to his fellow teammates. Here we go. Dowdy and Preston to the left. That's Nathan Mitchell to the right. He's going to hand it off. And Bolin gets away from big number 88. 88 tried to kind of hit stick him, but he stayed on his feet and got some extra yardage. Got a gain of 1. good job to fight for at least a gain. Ball is now to Burrow's left. Here we go. Dowdy downfield, and it's intercepted. Hollister's going to return it back. That's number 2 for Hollister. That's Bryson Whitman with a great interception there.
Yeah, it looks like James Dowdy was going to go up, get it, and come back down with it, but read very well there by number 2, Bryson Whitman. Man. Tackle made by Zach Preston, but a turnover on downs, so defense back on the field. That's not good to see whatsoever. That's not going to score you any points.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to see as a Wolves fan whenever Blandy drops back and it's intercepted. You don't see many of those throughout the season. I mean, he's a pretty safe quarterback. He'll throw it away whenever he has to, and he'll find that open guy. But that time, Dowdy kind of jumped a little bit too early, I think, and couldn't come up with the ball, but the defense definitely did. Hollister now back on offense.
Yeah, didn't read it 100% right. Blandy's usually an aggressive quarterback, but a safe quarterback, as you said, had a lot of interceptions last year. Kind of worked that out over this year. And a quarterback keeper, but it's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain or a loss of 1. Loss of 1 there.
Tackle made by number 14, Braden Langston, and number 25, Chris Daniels.
Braden Langston and Chris Daniels were on the they were on the tackle, so it's going to be 2nd and 11, maybe 10 and short. Wolves, even with Sebastian Michaud out on defense, only doing work on offense, are still holding their own pretty well. Not as nice as we like to have them, but they're doing all right.
And play is called dead here. Timeout for the the Tigers. And that's the final timeout at the half with 6:47 left. They have no timeouts left. That will come back to haunt them for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You definitely get worried when you have, when you're spitting all your timeouts and then you're real close. Yeah, because if we get in kind of a close situation, they have no timeouts, and the Wolves, if they don't need to say anything, they're not going to take a timeout whatsoever.
Yeah, like I say, you got 6:47, and so halftime for this homecoming backyard battle, Wolves versus Tigers. If anyone's just now tuning in, it is 8-6. The Wolves are on top by 2. And looking to give the ball back to the offense to extend that lead. But Hollister is knocking on that red zone door. They're at the 28-yard line.
2nd down and 11 for the Tigers.
Here we go. Tigers come up to the line. Quarterback is under center. Man in motion. He's going to roll out. Throws it to 20. 20 has an open lane. He's to the outside.
Pass is complete. Number 20, Zach Honey.
That was Mendoza to Zach Honey.
Number 17,
Round out of bounds by Jace Bolin. It's going to be 1st down. Ball's going to be at the 15-yard line. That's definitely scary to see when you know that you got Zach Honey, you got Whitman, you got Blake Brasser, or guys who have really shown that they can do work. I'm guessing they're their go-tos for Hollister, so kind of getting worried here.
All right, Hollister quarterback in shotgun this time with the running back to his left. He's going to hand it off to number 20. 20 doesn't get too much there before he is taken down.
Lucas Wattenbarger on the tackle.
He's going to get a gain of 5.
Bring up 2nd down and 5 from the Wolves' 10-yard line.
So an average gain there for Hollister. Like I said earlier, if you just keep on getting those 5-yard, 6-yard gains each and every play, I mean, that's setting you up for success.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of look at NFL running. As we see another run, it's stopped quickly. But kind of in the NFL, it's usually a loss or a gain of maybe 1 or 2. or you're rushing for 15, 20 yards, or maybe even a breakaway touchdown. Not so much in high school. There's a gain of 2 yards, gain of 5 yards, gain of 15 yards. You could see a loss of 15 on a run. It's completely toss-up here in high school football, and that's probably why I love it so much. You can't guess, you can't make heads or tails of what's going to happen in any game whatsoever.
Yeah, what I'm noticing here is that number 10, the receiver out to the left, breaks the huddle before everyone else, and that's going to be an end around. He's trying to get that edge.
Mendoza on the keeper.
That was the quarterback on the keeper.
Number 17, Jace Bowen.
He was ran out of bounds by Jace Bowen.
It'll be first and goal for the Tigers.
First and goal for the Tigers. They are within the 10-yard line. They're at the 5, knocking on the door, looking to score before this half is up.
Yeah, they were going to make 5 yards there. That 5 yards is key, because if they didn't, they were going to be sitting at 4th down, and that definitely would have been a choice of, okay, do we go for it? Are we aggressive? And it looks like they are going to be aggressive. They're going to run it straight up the middle.
Touchdown.
There's a touchdown by Hollister. That's going to make it 12-8, pending the point after or 2-point conversion attempt here.
Yeah, the Wolves just couldn't get set to a line that quick. Hollister obviously being very aggressive with their offense so far, and it got them the 6. So it is 12-8 now, pending the kick after, but it will be 2-point. Trying to push it up to 14-8, get it up to a 6-point lead. Number 6 is going to be under center. He's throwing it up, just a little fade route, and that's going to go out of bounds. No good. The score will stay 12-8. The Wolves are within 4.
On the coverage for the Wolves.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. It would be amazing for the Wolves to come back, score, get a point after attempt. That'd be amazing to go into the half with that. Because almost certainly if you're not going into the half scoring, especially like this, it can be really, really easy to get down on yourself, kind of start pointing out the mistakes. We got to be looking at the stuff we're doing right and keep doing that. For sure, keep doing that.
Yeah, I think one of those things that the Wolves have been doing right is the run game. I mean, they've handed off to Bolin and Daniels, and sometimes, very rarely, they will be stopped for a minimum gain of 1 or 2. But most of the time, there is a gain of 5 or 6, and that's enough to keep chains moving. That's good enough for a touchdown at the end of the drive.
Mora into kick. Dowdy and Bolin deep for the Wolves.
Dowdy and Bolin deep, as usual, for the Wolves. Gets a little bit of a leg into it. And it will go out of bounds.
And the kickoff goes out of bounds, and there is a penalty flag.
There will be a penalty on the play for the ball going out of bounds. So, Wolves going to start with not too bad field position.
Yeah, that kick kind of just sailed out of bounds. So they will start at around the 35-yard line.
After the penalty, it'll be first down for the Wolves.
Yep, so first down for this Wolves offense from the 35-yard line. The Wolves looking to put some sort of points on the board before halftime to try and get some momentum going into the locker room. Here's a keeper by Chris Daniels. Good run there. And that's good enough to move the chains for a Reed Spring first down.
Yeah, and Keyston, I don't think it's just Chris Daniels. I think it's Mr. Chris Daniels. I think he's definitely earned that title after his monstrous showing last week. So, yeah, another first down. Wolves are showing they could do it on the ground, but can they do it in the air? We have not seen a lot of really good long passes here as of late in this game. But there's a good one to Zach Preston, and it could go pretty well. It's going to flip.
Yeah, like you said, not many long passes. The one long pass that they did have got intercepted, and that was a good slant route by Zach Preston to just get the first down, get some yards after a first down, and they're down to the Tigers' 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Chris Daniels is back in there to Burrow's right. It's a little roll snap, and Dowdy's going to throw it downfield. He's got it. He's in. Touchdown, Wolves.
That was so weird. That was a little bit of a weird snap there. Kind of bobbled snap. Was rolling on the ground. Blaney picks it up, tosses it to Dowdy. Dowdy takes it, unloads to the junior, number 8, Nathan Mitchell. He fights 2 or 3 yards, finds the end zone. Very nice there.
Campos in to attempt the extra point. Dowdy to hold.
Yeah, and they saw Dowdy with that 2-point conversion throw, and they decide, hey, let's let him pass it again, and that kick is good. It is now 15-12. Wolves up by 3.
Wolves 15, Tigers 12.
I find it really funny that Chris Daniels has thrown not 1 but 2 passes into the end zone today. Or sorry, James Dowdy.
Yeah, Wolves definitely kind of getting their stride here. That drive only took about a minute and a half, maybe even less. So leaving plenty of time for the Hollister Tigers, but I like how the Wolves are being aggressive and they're putting on the board. They're putting points on the board quick. That's definitely what we got to do with a team like this. I would love to see an onside kick that goes our way. I don't think there has been one this year. Onside kicks went our way a lot in the Seneca game last year. Some might remember at home that was a high scoring game, but looks like we're holding in. We're staying a bit of a ball formation, and then we're gonna fan out. So Hollister will back up a little bit. Campos, a bit of an onside kick, fielded by number 14 and dropped at about the 41 or the 42-yard line.
Yeah, the Wolves did a good job on that drive. They only spent a good 2 minutes off of the clock, so there is 4.5 minutes left until halftime. I feel like that's plenty of time for Hollister to go downfield, score some points if they really can. Hollister's going to go to the line. Quarterback's going to drop under center with number 20, the running back, right behind him. Definitely a bunch formation. Quarterback's going to keep it to the outside. He's stopped by Keegan Bailey coming off the edge.
Tackle made by number 19, Keegan Fish.
Yeah, Mendoza kept it. Keegan Fish did get a good tackle. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8 here. Tigers definitely going to probably be going to the air, but Wolves holding their own very nicely here in the second quarter. It looks like we got kind of the same formation, but 2 running backs going to be handed off to the second. Wolves swallow that up quickly.
Whitman on the carry.
Whitman on the carry, tackled by 14, Braden Langston. That's a gain of 3 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 5 on the 46-yard line just before midfield.
Yeah, good little run there by number 2. I think that was an end around. Nevada used that a lot against us. It scored 2 touchdowns off of it. So Hollister has definitely been looking at some tape from that Nevada game and have tried to run it, but ultimately they have been stopped a lot. He's going to roll out. Quarterback is going to go down.
Yeah, that's a big sack, a big sack. Oh, my. I thought they were going to run it. They had 2 out wide, but no, they're not going to run it. They're just going to get sacked. Very nice. Oh, my. It's 4th and 9 now. On the 42-yard line, they're definitely going to be punting it away. We got James Dowdy out back. Very nice job. Gets away well, turns over nicely. James Dowdy's just going to let it drop at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, not too generous of a bounce there for Hollister. It hit and then it started coming back forward, so Hollister just had to get back on it. And the Wolves will start at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, with 2.5 minutes left. Almost a 2-minute drill. And I think we got an official's timeout. So the Wolves with a chance to extend this lead going into halftime. They're already up by 3. A score here will go a long way into a victory for this backyard battle homecoming special.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 32 seconds is plenty of time for the Wolves to do something here. We've had full drives in 30 seconds with a little just quick connection between James Dowdy and Blandy Burrell. So 2 minutes and 32 seconds, plenty of time for the Wolves to do something great here. Oh, and a possible false start. Oh, my. Big hit there after the whistle. I think that was just momentum from Michaud, but I believe it's false start on the Wolves. Nope. I apologize. Encroachment on the defense. Offsides against the Tigers. All right.
It'll remain 1st down. It'll be 1st and 5.
Yeah, penalty there by Tigers will move the Reed Spring offense up to 5. 1st and 5 coming up for a Reed Spring offense. A chance here to do something big. Just going to hand it off to Bolin. Bolin is brought down quick.
Bolin on the carry.
And he was fighting for extra yardage, wasn't able to break the tackle, and it's going to be 2nd and 4, just barely maybe. Gained just a little there. We got 3 out wide to the left, 1 out wide to the left, and he connects to James Dowdy.
Ball's pass is complete to number 13.
Yeah,
James
tries
Dowdy.
to get the screen going with James Dowdy. We saw that a lot during the Springfield Catholic game as well. Just kind of turns around, throws it straight to Dowdy, and Dowdy breaks some tackles, and that will be a loss of 4 or 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up.
I just wasn't able to make it around fully. Oh, tried to get the defense to snap on the hard count. I thought they did, but
Timeout.
Wolves going to get their first charge timeout of the half with 1:28 seconds left. 3rd and 9 here, ball on the 33-yard line. Wolves definitely looking at a kind of not do or die situation on this play, but you got to get something done quick here. Wolves, we know they can do something quick, but we got to get a first down here and a lot more if we want to sustain this drive and hopefully hit pay dirt.
Yeah, and the big difference between this Wolves offense and this Nevada defense is that the Wolves just spent their first time out of the half, and Hollister has no more. So there is 1.5 minutes left on the clock. The Wolves in full control with the clock. Hollister has no more timeouts. So even if there is a sliver of time left on that clock whenever Reeds gets off the field, Hollister's going to have to go into a no timeout situation. And out comes the Wolves offense. They're going to get set. Berlin shotgun. Bolin to his right. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking short to Dowdy. Dowdy's got some room. Dowdy, the run after catch, and he gets a first down to move the chains. And important, he got out of bounds to stop the clock.
15 yards, and that's good enough for Reed Spring.
Yeah, 1:20 seconds, especially with him getting the first down. It did stop the clock, but that's going to be a big thing. If you don't get a first down, Get out of bounds. Stop the clock as fast as you can. That's going to be a big, big thing with just a minute and 20 seconds left here. Oh, just overthrows Jace.
Burrow's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 17.
Tries to get it on the dump off to Jace Bolin. I mean, I feel like if Bolin caught that, he would have had a lot of room down the sideline, but just a bit out in front of him, he couldn't get straight to it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the 48-yard line. A minute 16 left on the clock.
Blaney rolls out to his left. Trying to find something. Finds James Dowdy very nicely. Found him on the run. And that's a first down. Very nice.
James Dowdy.
At the 30.
Whitman on the tackle. That's a gain of 20.
Yeah, that's at the 31-yard line.
Another Reed Spring. First and 10 for the
Yeah, they
Wolves from
stopped the
there.
clock. I didn't think he got out of bounds there, but apparently he did. The Wolves with click set offense. Burrow fumbles the snap. He's just got to have to get on it.
Yeah, Blaney just tries to pick it up, can't
Number
find
7,
something.
Blaney Burrow.
And they have to stop the clock at
Lost
54.5
6 yards on the
seconds.
play and a
Wolves
timeout
call a timeout immediately.
on the
You
field.
have to. There's just
Timeout
one
Wolves,
left.
their second charge timeout.
That's why the Wolves don't use their timeouts, because they just used 2 there in a minute and a half, not even. 2nd and 15 there. Blaney just had to drop on it. Wasn't able to do anything with it. Could have risked a fumble, but Wolves going to figure it out. Call a new play, and hopefully we can do something special here.
She heard of my deep stroke. She's certified paying around dust, and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw.
Out back comes the Wolves offense. They're already set as Hollister is getting back onto the field. The Wolves look ready to do battle.
Hollister's looking ready to do battle as well. They're getting real hype. Blaney's rolling wide. Oh, he's got a lot of, he got sacked. A big sack, not able to find anybody open. Should have just thrown it away. I say should have, but Wolves going to have to use a timeout here, and the clock's going to run out.
Yeah, that sack was just absolutely deflating for the Wolves offense. Now there's something going on. We're not calling any timeouts. Under 30 seconds left. We're just going to run it outside, and Hollister does a good job to stop it there. That's number 88, Noah Richardson. We talked a bit about him before the game. He's been kind of quiet so far, but he gets a good tackle there. And they're just going to run out the clock into this halftime.
Yeah, with just 5 seconds left, they're gonna run it out, and that's gonna be end of the first half. Wolves 15, Hollister just 12 here at Carl Langley Field. We will be right back with a halftime show in just a little bit.
My name is Keeson Chaplin here for this halftime report. Today we're going to be interviewing John Kessinger, an offensive line coach and Stuco leader. Welcome back to RSWolves TV for this halftime report. I'm here with Coach Kess, just going to be asking him a couple questions about obviously homecoming this week and all of that. So my first question for you, Kess, is, you know, as a student body council member, what goes into preparing for homecoming week of 2023?
Yeah, that's a good question. So our planning this year actually started back in June and July, where we had some meetings and we started looking at how we wanted to theme homecoming. So this year the theme is decades. So all the floats that are in the parade, they can use that theme to make their decorations. And so then we started looking at what are things that we wanted to do for the dance this year and kind of make it a little bit different. And so the council came to a decision to do more like a fair or a carnival kind of approach. And so we have inflatables, like concession stands and selling food with music at the same time. And so it's kind of trying to make it a bigger event than maybe it's been the last few years. And then what we looked at was creating our spirit days. And we wanted those spirit days to fit into the theme. So like each spirit day has a color or a style, but then also an era attached with it. So like today, it's neon, but I didn't have any neon, but it was also 80s, so I wore my 80s style Brett Hull jersey.
Awesome. My next question for you, obviously, you're the O-line coach for the Wolves football team, and we've seen over the past few weeks that O-line has had some bumps and bruises coming from injury and sickness. What goes into preparing the O-line for each week? Because we know that those younger guys have kind of stepped up into a bigger role over the few past weeks.
Yeah, that's a great question. So usually what I look for is we want to have about 6 to 7 guys who anytime in a Friday night I could put them on the field and they know what they're doing, they can execute their job at a high level, and we should have a seamless transition between who's on the field and who comes off the field. And so what we really try to prepare them for is to make them understand our scheme, our concept of what we're doing, so that way if someone gets hurt and we have to take a tackle and move him into guard, he may not run a lot of reps at guard that week, but he understands what his responsibilities are because we have certain rules that fit within the scheme. So as long as I know the rule or I know the concept, I can plug in people in different spots. This week, or last week I should say, when Bobby Carlisle played center for us, his preparation started on Sunday after our game the week before. So he started watching film, and I told him that weekend, start watching center, watch our center clips, watch the notes, start learning the concepts of what the center has to do in that position. So his work really started over the weekend, and then Monday through Thursday he practiced, watched film, and every day we were working on what he needed to fix and what he was doing really well at to kind of build his confidence up. And then he performed really well Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, the Wolves blew out Springfield Catholic Friday. And I got one last question for you, Coach Kess. Obviously know that you are one of the student body council. My name is Keeson Chaplin here for this halftime report. Today we're going to be interviewing, and my question for you is, what do you like most? What do you enjoy most about getting back to the Respring community?
Yeah, that's a fabulous question. I think for me it's just the ability to help people, to put maybe my own things aside or my own things that I'm dealing with and be able to help somebody else or do something good for somebody else, to me is one of the most fulfilling things you can do. And so that ability to give back to people and to be enmeshed in a community that is bigger than myself is always a wonderful thing. So that's why I do what I do.
Yeah, great. That's amazing, Kess. Thank you guys for watching this halftime report from Kessinger. Going back to the game now, we'll see you on the field.
Welcome back to Our Schools TV here. My name is Keaton Chaplin. I'm here with principal of the high school, Mr. Weldy. I'm just going to ask him some questions. So, Mr. Weldy, you know, this is the first homecoming game here for you at Reed Spring High School. You know, how different is Reed Spring's homecoming compared to Nix's homecoming? Because we all know you came from Nixa, obviously.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great question. So, for me, Nixa is just so large that I feel like the overall passion was kind of lost there, and like there were so many people that it just didn't feel as family oriented. And here, gosh, like it's just, like I'm goosebumps. I know you can't see it on TV, but just goosebumps. Just the energy in the air. Like at Nixa, they don't allow kids to play. They don't allow parents on the. And Nixa's great. Don't get me wrong, but like just here, like it's just so much more of a family atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, Nixa is a bigger school, so, you know, they definitely have a lot more fans, but like you said, the passion just might not be there. Yeah. My second question for you is, how do you feel the Wolves have done so far, both offensively and defensively?
So, defensively, we gave up a big play there to Hollister in the first half. I'm a former football coach, by the way, so I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. We gave up the big play there in the first quarter early to them. Offense went 3 and out, kind of struggled to figure it out. But I think what our offense started doing was we started establishing the run game. And number 17, I don't know his name, number 17 was having some hard runs. Offensive line was opening up some really good holes. So once we established our run game, then it opened up our passing game because Hollister started loading the box on us. So at the end of the day, we keep getting behind the chains. Too many penalties, I feel like. And once we can minimize penalties here in the second half, it should be our half to win.
Yeah, definitely those penalties have been haunting us so far today. And my last question for you, Mr. Weldy, is, you're always in the hallways just interacting with students every day, giving everyone fist bumps as they walk out the door to the... What do you socializing with all these kids?
Yeah, well, I've been here for 5 weeks now. I think we've been in school 4 or 5 weeks. And to me, building relationships is my favorite part of not just being a principal, but life in general. My wife and 3 boys get annoyed with me quite often. We'll go to Walmart, and I'll start talking to the Walmart cashier. I just generally love building relationships, and we have about 600 kids here, and just having that smaller scale for me, I'm not to where I want to be building relationships with kids, but I'm not going to build those relationships if I'm not in the hallways doing that, if I'm not giving fist bumps. One of my biggest curiosities coming in, I've been in a junior high as both a teacher and a principal for 10 years. So I was really curious, like, man, what's it going to look like with high school kids? Can I still be me? And you guys have allowed me to be me. And that's what's been the most fun part, because you see what you get with me if you haven't figured that out. And so, what I love about this atmosphere is I get to meet some community members, some parents that I don't always have the opportunity to meet, and even now with the viewers, just having that opportunity to build that relationship with them, so they just know a little bit more about me. So I'm so grateful. I love these halftime interviews. But now I'm getting ready to go to the band because we're going to do the roller coaster in the band bleachers, and I'm pumped about that. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, Weldy. Thank you for joining us here on this halftime report. Back to commercials. We'll be back in around 7 minutes. Go Wolves.
Bone Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4 inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5 inch river rock. We can deliver. You can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
Purchase your tracks today.
For over 10 years, Lakeside Computer and Signs has provided the Lake community with PC repairs, upgrades, security, and virus protection. Our goal is to make your computer experience as trouble-free as possible. From helping you upgrade your hard drives to software troubleshooting, we have specialists to solve your technology needs. Come see us on Highway 13, just north of Harbor House in Kimberling City.
At Oakley Auto World, we strive to be your all-around best option when buying a vehicle. High-quality inventory that goes through a 128-point inspection, a service department available to anyone needing it, the custom T-Rock Jeeps for people wanting something unique, and customer service that works to get the right vehicle at the right price. Come see us at Oakley Auto World.
In today's busy world, it's nice to experience the comforts of old-school customer service wrapped in the convenience of the modern world. Tanco's Lumber and Home Center is your one-stop destination for all your home building and renovating needs. From top-of-the-line Milwaukee power tools to all your lumber and supplies, Tanco has it all. A generous assortment of light fixtures, painting supplies, Marvin windows and doors, even automotive and sporting goods. Tanco has what you are looking for. Come visit us in Branson West on Highway 13, just across from Hardee's, and see why we should be your first stop in home supplies.
Yeah,
Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4 inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5 inch river rock. We can deliver, you can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
Purchase your tracks today.
For over 10 years, Lakeside Computer and Signs has provided the Lake community with PC repairs, upgrades, security, and virus protection. Our goal is to make your computer experience as trouble-free as possible. From helping you upgrade your hard drives to software troubleshooting, we have specialists to solve your technology needs. Come see us on Highway 13, just north of Harder House in Kimberling City.
At Oakley Auto World, we strive to be your all-around best option when buying a vehicle. High-quality inventory that goes through a 128-point inspection, a service department available to anyone needing it, the custom T-Rock Jeeps for people wanting something unique, and customer service that works to get the right vehicle at the right price. Come see us at Oakley Auto World.
In today's busy world, it's nice to experience the comforts of old-school customer service wrapped in the convenience of the modern world. Tanco's Lumber and Home Center is your one-stop destination for all your home building and renovating needs. From top-of-the-line Milwaukee power tools to all your lumber and supplies, Tanco has it all. A generous assortment of light fixtures, painting supplies, Marvin windows and doors, even automotive and sporting goods. Tanco has what you are looking for. Come visit us in Branson West on Highway 13, just across from Hardee's, and see why we should be your first stop in home supplies.
Welcome back here to RS Wolves TV here at Carl Langley Field in Reed Spring, Missouri. Reed Spring did win the coin toss. They have elected to defer, so here they will be taking advantage of that as they still do lead 15-12. Leading by 3, but that's definitely a lead nonetheless. Starting off with a whole 3 for 3 timeouts left, so Keaton, what are your thoughts coming into this second half, this third quarter that the Wolves got to do?
Well, you know, the Wolves, very smart for deferring because now they're up by 3 and they get the ball back to try and add on more. That's just perfect for them right now. And, I mean, they've let up a lot with this Hollister team. They've let up 12 points. The defense last week let up 0. Now, Hollister is a different beast than Springfield Catholic, but yet again, the defense just has kind of been crumbling a little bit, I feel like, and the offense obviously making some crucial mistakes, like penalties and interceptions that has led to a situation we are in.
First down and 10 for the Wolves.
No, I for sure agree with you. Yeah, the defense in the first quarter definitely didn't do what we needed to do. Second quarter, kind of got it figured out, and hopefully they can definitely carry that. And here we got a penalty. I believe that could be a false start.
On the play.
Yeah. Nobody's walking back just yet. Yep, false start on the Wolves. That's not a good start to your second half here.
It'll move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15 for the Wolves from their own 39-yard line.
First 15 on the 39. Just not how you want to start out a second half against Hollister, who have definitely shown that they've come to play. They're not going to be going out without anything. And there's Bolin on the carry.
Tackle made by number 8.
Gain of about 3, maybe 2 yards. Gain of 2.
3 yards. It'll be second down and 12.
Yeah, gain of 3, second and 12. Just try and get something out of this set of downs. Burrow going back to the huddle. I would say right now is maybe a situation for a play-action pass. Keep the defense on their toes. And, yeah, we do have 2 wide, 3 wide. But it is just going to be a handoff to Daniels. Daniels finds an opening in the middle of the field. And he gets tackled down to around the 45. And that's going to be enough for a Reed Spring first down. Great run there by Chris Daniels.
Yeah, for sure. Blandy's definitely learning the value of faking that pass. Blandy handed it off and then went and faked that pass. Definitely probably pulled some eyes off from Chris Daniels. Again, something we don't talk about enough, and we need to talk about it more, is our line. Such a strong line here. They're definitely doing dividends there for Blandy. And there's another run. I'm not sure who that is, but they're doing amazing work there. That's Chris Daniels again. Oh, my. Last week I made a joke that there was a drive that should have been sponsored by Chris Daniels, and it seems like this one is about to be again if he stays in the play here.
From the Tigers, 33.
Yeah, good outside run there by Chris Daniels. Like you said, this drive could be sponsored by him if he just stays locked in. And here he is back again to Blandy's left. And he's going to roll out right. Blandy looking to fire it. Throws it way downfield. Open man, Zach Preston. He got it. Touchdown, Wolves.
Zach Preston was bobbling it. I didn't think he had possession before he went out. Both the refs had to give each other a thumbs up, and they went for the touchdown. So it's going to be good. Wolves 21-12 here. Not even a minute and 21 seconds here in the third quarter. An amazing drive there by the Wolves. Daddy to hold, Campos to kick. It'd be amazing to go up by 10 here so early in the second half. Good snap, hold, kick, and it's in. Wolves lead by 10 here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, good rollout pass there by Blandy Burrell. He faked the handoff play action fake, rolled out right. Saw Zach Preston quite literally wide open in the back of the end zone. He did bobble it a little bit, but able to gain possession and get the feet in bounds to add 7 more onto the lead.
Yeah, nobody was close by at least 5 yards, maybe even more. So very nice there by Zach Preston, beating his man. Blandy saw Zach was wide open, threw it way down, and that put 7 points on the board.
Yeah, I saw the refs kind of come over to talk to McFarland. McFarland looked just a little bit irritated, but he calmed down, went back to the sideline, and out comes the Wolves kickoff team. Here we go, the kick. It's an onside. Recovered by Hollister. Good job there by Hollister to just catch the ball and get down.
Yeah, number 52 by Hollister. Looks like he fielded it about the 47 or the 48. That was Cade Bowman.
It'll be first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, 47-yard line, first 10 here. Here's the defense. This could be a big thing for the second half. Has the defense figured out what they did wrong in the first half, corrected for those mistakes, and have the things that they fixed stuck in their mind? Because and here we got just a handoff, but that was a weird handoff. Quarterback and running back were right there by each other, but gain of 4 yards, so that'll work for Hollister.
From the Wolves' 49-yard line.
Yeah, just punched it right up the gut. Gain of around 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Wolves back on their heels a little bit. Here we go. Hollister up to the line. Quarterback in shotgun, 20 to his right. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got space, and he is tackled down.
On the keeper.
That's going to bring up third down and 4.
Third down and 4 for the Tigers.
Gain of just 2 on the play. Let's see if the Tigers can pick up this first down.
Yeah, they definitely need to muster up something big here, or this drive could be over before it even really got going too much. After that first down, they haven't done much here. So, as I say, they haven't done much. They go run it right up the gut, and they're going to get a first down and more.
Bryson Whitman on the carry. Tackle made by number 25, Chris Daniels.
Yeah, good run there to pick up the first down. It will be at the 40-yard line. Just a little over 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Hollister's moving down the field. Finally on the other side of the field. Quarterback under center. That is a bunch set if I've ever seen one. He's going to roll out right, though. He's going to throw it to 20. 20's got it. He's going to cut back inside and ultimately tackled down by number 25, Chris Daniels.
Tackle made again by number 25, Chris Daniels.
That reception was by Zach Honey.
Gain of 8 yards.
Got about 8 yards on it. It brings up second down and 2.
Yeah, Tigers definitely wanting to answer back to those Wolves 2 scores back-to-back right at the end of the second quarter and right at the beginning of the second half. So defense definitely getting punched in the mouth, so to speak. But he found just a slight hole. He just made just a little bit of a crease there, and he was able to capitalize on it. It is just enough, it seems like, for a first down. So a quick first down, a slow one, and then a pretty quick first down right there. So they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, just kind of went in a bunch set again, just trying to get that first down, and obviously they got it. Here we go, another one.
They're bunching up the slot heavy.
Penalty marker on the play. Timeout, Tigers.
Timeout by Hollister. That's the first of the half. That could come back to bite them. We definitely saw that towards the end of the second quarter, where they were having problems where Wolves had plenty of timeouts, didn't need to use them. Hollister now only just 2. That's kind of something to think about. You gotta play a whole 24 minutes. In college and in the NFL, it's 15 each, but you get 3 timeouts. Now they only have 2 for nearly 20 minutes of football here. So they got to be very conservative with their timeout usage here. Got to kind of just rely on their veteran guys to know what to do.
Yeah, definitely. The Hollister team has not done that great of a job keeping those timeouts that you may need for the end of the game, because this game is a 10-point game. It's close. I mean, Hollister is well in it, especially after this drive. They are knocking on the door of the red zone at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Back under center yet again is the quarterback. Gonna roll out, looking to throw it, and he's just going to go down.
That looks like number 14, Braden Langston, with some help by number 76, Mr. Michaud.
14, Braden Langston.
I think he's filling in for number 52, Sebastian Michaud. That was Spencer helping out Braden, but Sebastian Michaud still kind of on lighter duties, not wanting to test him too much after coming back with a heavy concussion in week 1. But gain of 6 there, good run by the Tigers, and here's 2nd and 4 on the 23-yard line. Went just straight up the middle, but the Wolves read it well. That looked like almost a blitz, just running everybody up the middle. Not able to do anything with it. Loss of, looks like 3.
Loss of 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, that quarterback just kind of, he doesn't really run. He sits there for about 2 seconds, kind of stutter stepping, looking for a lane, but obviously there was none there, and the Wolves stuffed it really nice right there. So here we go, 3rd and 7 on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, as you were saying, he kind of just stood there. That's something you can't do at a varsity level. Blandy is moving around, but he's looking around, but he's moving in the pocket, and he finds the edge. But there's a pack of Wolves on him, and he's definitely going to be taken down.
Whitman on the carry.
I don't think it's enough for a first down. It's 4th and short. It's 4th and inches, maybe a yard.
It'll bring up 4th down and 1 for the Tigers.
But yeah, Blandy, if you look on the next offensive drive, Keeson especially, he's moving around, he's flipping back and forth, but he's moving in the pocket. If he feels pressure, he's moving. And that's definitely something you got to do as a high school varsity quarterback especially. You got to have constant motion. But he plays more of a pistol instead of Blandy plays more of a shotgun kind of formation. He's just going to quarterback sneak it. Went under his center. Kegel's saying it's his. Oh, it's a fumble. If he didn't get it back.
By Mendoza.
But I don't think he made it.
It'll be a turnover.
It's a turnover on downs. Oh, my. I wish I had a camera on Keeson right there. He was ecstatic about that call right there. Very nice job by the Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good 10 seconds of suspense seeing what's going on, what happened. You know, obviously he fumbled it, got it back down, recovered it back again, but still did not get that first down. That's a huge call by the Wolves, and Hollister is arguing it right now. I see number 2, free safety, yelling at the refs, and the coaches are yelling at the refs too. He's saying that they got the first down.
Yeah, one of those coaches is Coach Anderson. He did coach here 2 years ago, but when McFarland came in, kind of switched a couple coaches around, switched a couple players around, and I completely get it. You're a new coach. You're trying to find what works, and we found Coach Cagle, and he's definitely done something amazing. We saw that last year with the Macon Records state team. And there's a good run, a lot of blocks there for Chris Daniels.
Yeah, something that the Wolves' offensive line is doing really well is that they're not just standing there and blocking like a pass. They are moving forward. They are moving that line forward. They're going to the second level, blocking out those middle linebackers, and some I even saw going to the third level, looking at those safeties. And, I mean, whenever you're doing that, the run just opens up way more than it usually would. Here we go, outside run. And he's got it. He's going to the outside. Chris Daniels, he's going back inside, breaks another tackle, breaks a few more, and he's finally down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Chris Daniels broke 2 tackles. He cut back in. I thought he was going to get it, but with 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the third quarter, Chris Daniels makes up 50 yards in one single run. Now this drive is brought to you by Chris Daniels. And that's a first down, and you can hear it by the Wolves sideline.
He broke a good maybe 5 tackles on that single run. And, you know, whenever you're breaking 5 tackles, you know that man's a monster. So here we go. There's 4:40 on the clock. It is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Blaine is in shotgun with Daniels behind him. He's going to roll out right. He's looking to throw. He fires it, just dumps it off to fifth flit. Cannot get it.
Yeah, he was trying to fall on the 10-yard line. Almost had it. Almost had it, but Dan Flifflet, definitely a track athlete, middle linebacker, has transitioned more to a wide receiver position, but he's definitely a guy who has been a big asset here in this 2023 football season.
So here we go, 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line. They're knocking on the door of the red zone. I see Dowdy here out on the left side. It's just going to be a run to Daniels. Daniels gets a block. He had open space, and he made all of it count. That's going to be a Reed Spring first down.
That's a gain of 13.
Yeah, that's 13 yards. Brought it down to the 10-yard line. First down. Yeah, that's a first down. You can hear it from the PA announcer. Maybe Wolves are very fired up about that. Tigers 11-yard line. Tigers are definitely on their heels. Wolves are definitely winning this battle right here. Tigers are needing a big stop here and a rough one at that. A big sack would be amazing for them. But a sack's not going to happen. He's going to fake the pitch, and he's going to hand it off to Chris Daniels. He may have the outside, and he's got a touchdown. Chris Daniels, a touchdown. 28-12 now with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Wolves are electric. They are fired up here. Very nice play by the offense.
What a drive by Chris Daniels. Had the big run, had a couple small runs, and then had that touchdown run to make it 28-12. They're up by 16, and there's a fake. Dowdy's going to look to throw it. It's in the back of the end zone and incomplete, no good. So the score will stay 28-12, up by 16 points. Man, the Wolves have just gotten the ball, and the Pistons have been moving, right? They've scored on the past 2 drives. They have made sure that they are not letting Hollister get back into this game.
Oh, for sure not. No. Yeah, no, Hollister's definitely on their heels just a little bit. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. They're definitely thinking, all right, we got to figure out something quick, or the game's over. Because if the Wolves get a stop here or an onside kick and we recover, we go and score. We're up by a country mile, you would say. Yeah, so having a full quarter to get that figured back out, it's a time, but you definitely don't want to have to push it to a full quarter to make up that much. Well, the Tigers definitely don't want to do that, so this drive is going to be crucial. How well can the Tigers play on offense? How well can the Wolves block on defense? We will see.
Yeah, I mean, the Wolves have just been doing amazing. I talked to a few players, specifically Gavin Powell, a sophomore lineman who is filling big holes with the line sometimes out. And I talked to him, and he said, you start off slow against Hollister, that makes them stick with you. But if you start off hard against them, then you can pull out in front real quick. They didn't start too hard. They let them stay in it through that first half. But that second half, they have taken off, and now we got a big margin to start this second half.
Yeah, it feels like we're starting the second half, but we got 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been such a fast quarter. But no, in talking to Coach Doherty, I was like, all right, Doherty, I got dynamic from you last week against Springfield Catholic. What's the word going to be this week? And he said wrathful. And the Tigers have definitely felt the Wolves' wrath here. Wolves firing on all cylinders, you would say. And quarterback kind of rolls out wide, trying to do something. He almost got sacked, has to throw it away wisely. Chris Daniels almost got the sack. Heads up play there by the defense, very nice.
Yeah, the quarterback kind of rolled out right and did kind of a stutter step, which made the defensive player, Chris Daniels, stutter step. And whenever Chris Daniels realized that he was just mind gaming him, he just went straight for him and forced him to throw it way out of bounds, which smart play by the quarterback. If you have no one open and you're getting rushed, you just got to throw it away. So here we go. Quarterback under center, 2 running backs behind him. It's going to be a play fake. Keegan Fish is behind him. He got him down.
And that's a sack.
That goes for a sack. Keegan Fish with his second of the day. Obviously a sophomore stepping into a way bigger role at defensive end with Caden Weiss gone now, and he just got his second sack of the night.
Yeah, for sure, and something that I don't know if we've covered yet, but if we have, I definitely want to reiterate it. Mendoza is a sophomore. So Blandy, being a senior, he's a very, very experienced quarterback. So Mendoza may not have that idea of what to do on a sustained drive.
Whitman on the carry. Lucas Wattenberger on the tackle.
Big boy Lucas Wattenberger, number 55, got a lot of playing time last year. Not even a lot of playing time. Started as a sophomore, which you almost never hear. But the weight room definitely hit that early. Genetics were very nice to him, and he's definitely built into a very strong lineman. Mendoza's in punt formation. Dowdy's deep for the Wolves at about the 25-30 yard line. Good kick. Turns over pretty well. Dowdy's just going to let it bounce. Wisely gets out of the way. Doesn't want to have any, oh, you touched it, now it's our ball.
Punt is down at the 28-yard
Yeah, so good job by Dowdy to kind of get out of the way, let it roll, and it will be 1st and 10 at the Wolves' 29-yard line. So out comes the offense looking to push the lead. If they get a score here, it will be 34-12. And that would just be a big lead.
Yeah, that's definitely not something that if you're a Hollister coach, player, fan, whatever, that's not something you want to see. Blandy screen pass to James. Has a good block there by Zach Preston. There's a flag there at Zach Preston.
To James Dowdy. There is a penalty marker.
Yeah, it's definitely on Zach Preston. Not sure if that was blocking in the back or holding or something. Could have been a cutback block.
First down.
So it will be a penalty on the Wolves.
And 20.
It'll be 1st and 20. Wolves going to set up here. It was holding on the Wolves, so they will back up 20 yards. Low snap there, and yep, he has to fall on it.
Recovered by Blandy Burrow.
So that will be a loss of around 5 yards. It will be 2nd and 25.
Second down and 20.
2nd and 20. They are backed up deep to the 18-yard line. Berlin shotgun just looking to throw here, get anything. Screen pass out to Dowdy. Dowdy goes to the inside. He's got speed. He used a spin move. He breaks another tackle. He breaks back inside. He's going inside and he's got speed. Look out. James Dowdy, end zone touchdown Wolves.
Yeah, James Dowdy, 81 yards. Oh my gosh. With 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Holy. 34-12 now, James Dowdy makes it, but that was just an insane play, and I'd like to break that down just a little bit with the Keyston. He almost lost it there at about the 45 or the 40, cut back, and then completely went from sideline almost to sideline, and now Campos to attempt the extra point, hopefully to make it 35-12. Oh, and a bad snap. James trying to make something of it, maybe able to find Campos, is not able to.
And the extra point is no good.
That's all right. Wolves up by 24, 22.
34. Tigers.
Sorry, that is my fault. Wolves are up by 22 with 1 minute and 24 left in the third quarter. I'm losing my voice. I'm so excited.
Man, I mean, that catch and run by James Dowdy, that was just set up to be a simple screen pass to get maybe 10 yards just to make it third and manageable. But no, he turned that into an 81-yard touchdown. Somehow, some way, he stepped left and right. He stiff-armed everyone. He broke around 10 tackles that play. I mean, it was insane. And then just cuts back into the middle of the field, and that speed is ruthless against defenders, and he gets into the end zone to breathe this lead up to 22. The Wolves are pulling out in front.
Yeah, I think the only thing that can stop James Dowdy right now is death. Man doesn't seem mortal. Man seems like he can do anything. Set up a brick wall and he's running through it. James Dowdy just such a good guy on and off the field, but we're definitely seeing that freak athleticism that he can, anything he applies himself to, he's going to be real good at. Campbell set kind of an onside kick. A good pooch kick, though. Fielded about the 22 or 23. Oh, wait, it's a ball! Ball! Oh, and that's the Wolves! That's Wolves' ball!
The Wolves get the ball back. Sam Carpenter with the fumble recovery. Wow. And things just keep getting worse for Hollister. It is Wolves' ball at the 31-yard line. They are within, the 37. They are within 17 yards of the red zone already. Wow.
Oh my, that's one of your, and Blaney's he's gonna try and pass it to Dan, has to just throw it away. But that's something that you learn in Mighty Mites. You may remember that 11 hats on a ball, basically meaning if there's a ball anywhere, you go for it. It does not matter. You fight for that ball against anybody and everybody. So with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, Wolves hoping to strike just again. Up by 22 here, trying to extend that lead. Hopefully by 28, maybe even by 29.
Yeah, the Wolves just looking to extend the lead this homecoming night. Screen pass again to James Dowdy. This time there's someone there. There is a flag on the play. Dowdy just keeps on breaking tackles, and he's down to around the line of scrimmage. But yet again, there is a penalty marker on the play.
I think that offensive pass interference, that was only a chippy kind of exchange there between James Dowdy and I believe that was Zach Preston on the sideline as well. Wolves are going to, not the Wolves, the refs are going to be talking about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this
they will be giving us something here.
We will announce the winner of our Split the Pot. It is worth $381 tonight.
I think we're going to be walking back 15 yards. I do think that was offensive.
Holding is a call.
Holding. I'm going to bring back 10 yards.
And it'll be second down.
Second and 20. Yeah, something interesting about that is holding is at the spot of the foul. So that's definitely something that could eat you. If it's 5 yards back, you're going 15 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. Blandy has a ton of people coming after him, and he's sacked. Oh my gosh. He's brought down at about the 32, 33-yard line. Oh my.
Loss of 22 yards.
Yeah, and Chain Gang is not going to be moving for a while. I think that's what you call. I love my Wolves, but I think that's what you call third and a country mile. 3rd and 42. Ball's on the opposite 33-yard line.
I wouldn't even call that a country mile. I'd call that an ocean mile at that point.
That's not a good. Oh, and we're going to hand it off to. That's Jace.
Chris Daniels.
That is Chris Daniels on the run. He gets it up to about the 50-yard line. That isn't going to do much, and that is the end of your third quarter. Wolves 34, Hollister 12. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Coming up to claim her.
Welcome back here to RS Wolves TV here at Carl Langley Field. We're having an electric game here, 34-12. Wolves were almost going to strike pay dirt, but then Blandy took a big sack, and then we also had that holding call. So Wolves 4th and 28 after a good run from Chris Daniels to try and make it 4th and a manageable punt. But Blandy is going to have to get a good leg into it to try and do something. Ball's on the 45. Hopefully he can get it off well here.
Here we go, the snap, and it's a high snap. It's way back there. Blandy just has to get on it. Oh, no. That's going to give Hollister excellent field position on the 19-yard line. That is probably one of the worst things that could have happened in that situation, but nonetheless, it did. So here we go. Hollister has at the 19-yard line. They're already in the red zone to start their drive, and they are looking to bring this lead down.
Tonight's winner of Split the Pot is donating the proceeds back to Project Graduation. Give her a nice hand.
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, it's kind of that Murphy's Law. Whatever can happen and what can go wrong will go wrong. But then the Wolves defense made about 2 yards, but the Wolves defense kind of takes their aggression out back onto Hollister, trying to stop a big drive. There's Lucas Wattenberger, the junior.
With help from Spencer Michaud. Second down and 8.
Second 8 here, ball on the 17-yard line. Wolves trying to stop Hollister here. Oh, and a bobbled. Oh, it's bobbled, but it was clean. It was fielded nicely there. By number 8, Blake Brasser. Looked like possibly a try and pitch. That was a weird pitch, though.
Bring up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4, ball on the 13-yard line with 10 minutes and 55 seconds, but the clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really awkward pitch for some weird reason, but they were able to get it back and get some yards out of it. Now it's 3rd and 4. Quarterback under center. He is going to hand it off to number 2, and he is stuffed behind the line. That's going to bring up 4th down and around 6. Bryson Whitman on the run there. Loss of 2. 4th and 6 coming up for Hollister.
Yeah, here's that question. You're on the 16-yard line. You got 6 yards to make up, so not great field coverage for the Wolves if you do so choose. But a question is, do you go for a field goal? Looks like they're not. They're not settling for the field goal. They know they only have 10 minutes and counting left in this 4th quarter. They know they have to go for it. And that's a delay of game.
Here we go. Fumble on the play. Looks to be recovered by Blaney Burrow. There has been too many of those bad snap fumbles so far today. That has been a key factor in the limitations of this Wolves offense. It will be 2nd and 15 coming up for the Wolves.
We've had 2nd down. They're going to hand it off to Chris Daniels. Chris Daniels kind of finds a seam, kind of makes one of his own. Gain of about 7 or 8. They're down in 8 here. Chris Daniels had a little bit of a seam there, had guys trying to come in after him. He just said, I'll run right through you, and that's what he did right there.
Yeah, so 3rd and 8 coming up. Still 3rd and long for the Wolves. A low snap again, rolling out right. Looking to throw it, fires it downfield. That's caught James Dowdy. James Dowdy makes a man miss. Makes another, and he's tackled down after a good gain. Gain of 16 at the 34-yard line. It's going to be 1st down for the Wolves. Great improvisation and catch and run after catch. Just all around great play by the Wolves.
Chris Daniels lining up, and there's a flag on the play. That's probably false start.
On the play.
Wolves getting a little bit jumpy here.
False start
late.
against
Yep.
the Wolves. Move the ball back 5 yards.
That's going to be 1st and 15. That's going to be on the 34-yard line now.
From their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, those penalties just have not been doing very good for us so far today. Here we go, Blandon in shotgun, Daniels to his right. Low snap again. Daniels takes it though, and he powers forward for a good gain.
On the carry.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We've had a lot of bad snaps here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if if the Wolves aren't getting set right or something. John Kessinger, the lineman coach yells at him, tells him to figure it out. I'm guessing 2nd and 12 there, ball on the 37-yard line. Clock is ticking, 7:25 left in the 4th quarter. Wolves, long sustained drive. Definitely need a 1st down here to keep this drive alive. And a handoff to Chris Daniels, and he finds a seam, and that's a 1st down.
Daniels.
Yeah, that's plenty for a 1st down. I think he made.
Number 66.
I think that was over a 20-yard run.
That's a gain of 20 yards, and that's good enough for Reed.
I think the motto for Reed Spring right now is, when in doubt, hand it to Chris Daniels, because, man, every time they're backed up to like 2nd and over 10, they just hand off to Chris Daniels, and Daniels somehow finds a lane.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that interview with Patrick Mahomes where they're making a joke about Tyreek Hill, and he's like, yeah, just throw it up. He's there somewhere. And that's what they're doing with Chris Daniels. They're just handing it off to him, trusting his experience, but there's a penalty marker. Not sure if that's – ooh, nope, timeout. Okay. Timeout Wolves. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Both teams not being conservative with their timeouts. The Wolves score here. Game is almost certainly over. It would be amazing to see the Wolves score here on this long, sustained drive. And Keyston, I got to ask you, you think they go to the air, or do you think we're just going to keep handing off to Chris Daniels, Jace Bowen, that type?
I mean, it's 1st and 10. Of course you're going to run it with Chris Daniels or Jace Bowen. That's what you always do on 1st and 10. I mean, once it gets to maybe 2nd, 3rd, and 8 or longer, yeah, then you should pass. But right now, I think a quick handoff to Chris Daniels. I see him right behind Burrell. Just hand straight off to him, let him get something.
First and 10 for the Wolves, for the Tigers.
So here we go. Berlin shotgun. Daniels right behind him. Low snap again, and yep, it's to Daniels. That time, though, that was number 88, Noah Richardson, that stopped him right there. We haven't said his name too much. We talked about him at the start about how good he is. He's been kind of limited today.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have hopes for him, but just haven't lived up to those hopes. Not sure if he's having a bad game or just I'm not sure. But Chris Daniels held to a gain of 1. Now at the 44-yard line, made it across midfield. So got 44 yards till they hit pay dirt, but that's gonna be a long 44 yards. They're not gonna hand it off. Blandy's got some pressure, but he hits James Dowdy nicely. James Dowdy's got a first down and more, fighting for a touchdown. He's not going to get it, being brought down about at the 7 or 8 yard line. Very nice job there by James Dowdy at the 6 yard line. Very nice job.
Man, just those rollouts and straight to Dowdy right in the bread basket. That's going to be good enough for another Reed Spring first down. First and goal at the 6 yard line. Dowdy has just been there all the time, whether that be run after catch or on a deep ball. He's been there all game. And here we go, just a handoff to, I think that's Dowdy. Dowdy gets in. Touchdown, Wolves. The score is now 40-12. Wolves adding it on homecoming night.
Yeah, we're up by 4 scores. They haven't even gone for the point after attempt or the 2-point conversion. If it sounds like I've lost my voice, it's definitely because I have. It's been a wild experience here with the homecoming parade and with this amazing game to start, because now we got a long 2 weeks ahead of us. We got Marshfield at Marshfield, and the week after we got Seneca at Seneca. That's going to be a long, long drive. But Wolves definitely strutting their stuff just a little bit. But we got a 2-point conversion. Chris Daniels is lined up to the left of Blandy, but Blandy's going to keep it, tries to find Chris Daniels and finds him, and that's a 2-point conversion that goes. 42-12, up by 30 now with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We're definitely going to be seeing some second and even possibly third string players coming in. Just get a little bit of varsity time here, but Wolves here to kick off.
Wolves are just piling it on tonight, showing this crowd that, yep, homecoming is a big thing here in Reed Springs. And, man, up by 30. And like Landon said, we should be putting in some third, maybe second stringers in here soon. Maybe see a little Tyson Porter action at quarterback.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen the, as you walk in, all the posters, but we have 11, possibly 12 seniors, so another stacked senior team. But it's amazing to see that we have a lot of juniors and sophomores playing, namely Keegan Fish. Tyson's getting a couple reps. Nathan Mitchell's another junior that we're seeing. I personally didn't think he was going to do a lot, but he's definitely doing a lot here. So good to see the Wolves putting in some boys. There's number 6, Sam Carpenter. He's definitely going to be a big name next year. Campos setting off another onside kick. But gets a good boot into it, a bit of a pooch kick. He has to run up to it. It's about the 30-yard line. He touched it, and that's Wolves' ball. That's Wolves' ball. He bobbled it.
Kickoff is recovered by the Wolves. Hunter Dickens.
So we have Tyson Porter out here now, and Blandy Burrow and James Dowdy out. Those two are the premier guys on our team for sure, and you know, to have them get injured would suck right about now. So here we go, Porter in shotgun. That's Wyatt McVeigh, and he gets blown up.
Wyatt McVeigh.
Blown up by number 88, Troy Richardson. There's the name yet again.
Number 88, Noah Richardson.
Yeah, Wyatt
2 yards on the play.
kind of bobbled that ball just a little bit. It's going to be second and 17. Bobbled it just a little bit, able to tuck it in. But right before he got absolutely just smashed by that tackle. A good tackle, very nice, well drawn, well read by Noah Richardson. But Wolves just setting up again here. Got 3 out wide. Hand off to Wyatt again. Wyatt's breaking away. Oh my, he just had one man to beat. But nice run there by Wyatt.
A little bit of revenge for that big hit. He went straight up the middle and got it up to 3rd and 2.
To bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Wolves.
So here we go. We got 4.5 minutes left in this game. Wolves up by 40, and they are knocking on the door. 30, and they're knocking on the door again. 3rd and 2 at the 22-yard line. We got some movement up on that front. I think that may be offsides. I did see someone jump. It will be offsides. Penalty on the defense, and that will be good enough for another Reed Spring 1st down.
That'll move the ball ahead 5 yards. And that's good enough for Reed Spring.
Yeah, I saw that, and I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, you're kidding me. On us again? But nope. That was on Hollister, and Hollister, we're on the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. We're knocking on the door. Hands it off to Wyatt McVeigh. Wyatt cuts back. Boys are pushing.
Wyatt McVeigh on the carry.
Made a couple yards, maybe 2 or 3 here.
Made by number 88, Noah Richardson.
Ooh, I'm shortchanging Wyatt just a little bit. It looks like he made 5 yards on that run. Very nice job by the junior here.
Yeah, and that offensive line, a big part in it. First off, they made the hole, and second off, they kept on pushing and pushing and pushing to that 1st down mark, or towards that 1st down marker. Gain of 5 on the play. It will be 2nd and 5 coming up. Here we go. Porter in shotgun. McVeigh to his left. Low snap. McVeigh just going to keep it. He's going to go forward for around 2 or 3 yards. A little bit more than that. It's going to end up 4 yards. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Wolves. And they're on the 9-yard line. They are within 10 yards of the end zone.
Yeah, that'd be amazing to see the Wolves get another score here. You know, get another score. Just tack on that. Because that'd be, man, that would be 49, maybe even 50 if they go for the 2-point conversion against just Hollister's 12. That would be an amazing game for homecoming, an amazing score for the Wolves. And we got a handoff. It's going to go nowhere, maybe a gain.
McVeigh on the carry.
McVeigh on the carry. That was Richardson on the tackle. And that's 4th down and short, maybe inches.
Something that I just saw is lineman Gavin Powell coming in. He's known more as the hype guy on the sideline, gained some varsity play time. They're going to go for a field goal now, 4th and 1. Campos to try and kick it through the uprights to make this a 33-point game. This kick is up, and it is no good. Got a little bit too much towards the left, and the score will stay the same.
From their own 20-yard line.
That's going to be 1st and 10 from the own 20-yard line with 1 minute and 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. They're just going to, I'm not trying to be demeaning or anything, but they're just going to try to be licking their wounds just a little bit. And then they're just going to be heading home after this minute and 51 seconds of game here.
Go out. sure. Huh? Packing the mail is gone. Shit like I smell cologne. I just signed a deal, I'm on.
Yeah, it looks like we definitely got a JV team here on. I think that's all JV players. I don't think there's any varsity starters.
Keegan Fish.
Yeah, there's Tyson Porter as one of the cornerbacks. Yeah, Keegan Fish on a tackle for a loss. Very nice job there by Keegan. Keegan's definitely seen a bit of varsity play, especially last week in the win against Springfield Catholic. A loss of 3 there. Now on the 17-yard line with 1 minute and 25 seconds and ticking left in this game.
Yeah, Keegan definitely has been a big factor in this game. Has 2 sacks and that tackle for loss. Here we go, outside run. He's going to bounce out to the outside. Carpenter dives. He can't get him. And he just gets pushed out of bounds by Nathan Mitchell.
Yeah, finally got pushed out of bounds by Nathan Mitchell, finally, but made it to the 45-yard line with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. They're trying to score one last touchdown. Don't know if the Wolves are going to hold them to just 12. They're not going to be putting any varsity players in. Just keep them healthy for next week against Marshfield for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Hollister just kind of looking to score here just to get some momentum to go into next week. And here we go, another big run. That was number 20 on the carry, and good enough for a Hollister first down. Zach Honey. And Zach Honey is down.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah, it looks like just a cramp. He immediately just looks like one of the coaches immediately just went up there and started helping him out. Great athletic trainer Crystal is out, going to help out, but thinking about these Wolves, we got to start looking towards next week. Next week's Marshfield. Marshfield was a big team with Bryant Bull, but Bryant Bull was a senior last year. He could do it all. He was about a 6'2", maybe 180-pound quarterback who could do a lot. He is not there anymore. I have not looked too far into who they have at quarterback, and that's good to see. That's good to see Honey getting off the field. But Houston, what are your thoughts against Marshfield? What are your takeaways from this game?
Well, Hollister did face Marshfield last week. They actually lost 56-35. So Marshfield put up a score against this Hollister defense, defense. But also, Hollister scored 35. We've only allowed them to 12. Statistically, that means we should have some good odds as a big run here by Hollister. But statistically, we should have some good odds to at least compete with them next week and try and get a win on the road.
Yeah, for sure, and that's 12 points without Sebastian Michaud, number 52. He's still just doing offense, which I can. If that's best for his doctor and Crystal, I get that coming off of a concussion, but that's holding them to 12 points with a couple banged up guys, and that's without Jaden Turner. So, yeah, with just 35 seconds and counting down, Wolves looking pretty good with 30 seconds left here in the game. 42-12. I'm not sure if they will score. They're definitely knocking. They're trying to get a score here.
Yeah, and with the end of this one, the Wolves will move to 3-1, and Hollister, unfortunately, will move to 0-4. They have not won a single game all season, so Wolves still in playoff contention as we head into Week 5.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to be a good week against Marshfield, but that is the end of your game. Wolves 42, Hollister Tigers 12. We will be right back out for a short post-game kind of look at the game after this short commercial break.
Welcome to Bone Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4-inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5-inch river rock. We can deliver. You can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
Welcome back here to RS Wolves TV after that game. That was a great game, 42-12. Wolves won handily by 30. Keyston, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, the Wolves started off slow. I talked to a couple coaches and players, and they said, if you start off slow, Hollister will stay in the game. And they did until the second half came along, and the Wolves scored, 30 more than they did. So, I mean, big win by the Wolves, big momentum into next week at Marshfield. We'll see you then on RS Wolves TV.